just got done taking measurements and my pinch test. According to the pinch test, I've increased 1.93% body fat. So I don't know if that's accurate or not. We're going to do the in-body to see what that measurement is. But according to the pinch test, I've gained body fat. My measurements all across the board. My neck went up, my shoulders went up, my arms and waist went down, my hips went up, thighs and calves stayed the same, and my chest increased by 0.5. So finally getting some growth there. Alright, I'm running late for that blood test. About to get dressed, head there right now. Catch you on a little bit. What is up, everybody? Just got done with my blood test. Man, this screen looks really blue for some reason. But they had like a special going on with directlabs.com where you can get like a full-blown blood panel test, liver panel, like the works, for like 60 bucks. So I did that. Had to fill up like 6 or 7 syringes full of blood. I sat down in the chair and the nurse was like, you know, you don't have a problem fainting or anything, do you? And I'm like, no, not to my knowledge. I hadn't fainted before. And they're like, well, we had some guy that was like a military Marine veteran, and he was like, oh, I don't faint. And then he fainted, and I'm like, no, I don't think I'll have a problem. So she sticks me in the arm, and she like keeps digging it in there, I'm like, shit, I'm about to faint. And I didn't faint, but it was painful. And normally getting blood isn't painful, but they had a hard time finding my veins. I don't know what's wrong with that picture. Anyways, headed to the in-body to meet up with Crystal and get our body fat test. Let's do it. Alright, y'all, walk in the house. It's like Christmas morning. I got one from Thread Operations. I know what this is, but I'm not going to show you just yet. And then I got one from Miracle Rice. Let's open that one up and see what we got. Whoa, what we got? Boom! Got 5 packages of this Miracle Rice in bulk. I'm digging that. And then they have some curry sauce and then some tom yum. So I don't think this stuff's really keto though. Yeah, there's too many carbs in the sauces, but this stuff is gold.
We're about to get our in-body done.
What's your prediction?
For you or for me?
Both.
I think you're probably about the same, and I think for mine's probably about the same too.
And away from the torso. The in-body test is in progress.
Coming back at you, we have just finished our in-body tests and we have our results. Go ahead and go first.
Okay, so I am about a half a pound heavier. My lean body mass went from 109.4 to 111.6, so that went up. My body fat went from 25.4 to 24.1, which is freaking awesome. And my skeletal muscle mass went up from 61.5 to 62.8.
So all of her metrics got better. She got leaner, she got more muscle, less body fat. Mine, not so much. This is with the mixed month. So my weight went from 187 to 189.7, so pretty good increase there. My skeletal muscle mass went from 90.2 to 88.8, so a drop there. My percent body fat went from 16.6 to 18.7, so basically 2 percentage points higher. So basically I got fatter and lost muscle. So, not a fan of that month, not at all.
So I think you decided not to answer. I'm calling from Robert.
What's going on, everybody? I'm on the line right now, Skyping in with Danny Vega. He is in the background there, and you see Danny? We're about to jump on a podcast, talk about this result, and then I'm going to put all this in a YouTube video and then a podcast. So if you're watching the YouTube video, listen to the podcast and vice versa. Alright, let's jump in. Alright, y'all, quick little intervention here. Just finished recording the podcast with Danny. I'm actually in the process of editing that now. That is about to go live and here soon. So I'm gonna edit that, get that posted, and then I'm about to eat. I haven't eaten all day, so first, let's get some food. What is up, everybody? Back at you. Trying to conclude this video here, just to kind of give you a real quick recap of what is going on next. We're about to jump into my computer so I can show you the spreadsheets that Danny and I use to track this whole experiment, so you can kind of see it from a visual perspective, looking at the numbers. However, before I do that, I want to give you a quick little recap on what's about to happen. So I'm going to be traveling the next couple days for Christmas times, for family. So I'm not going to be able to upload a daily video until I get back, which will probably be on Tuesday. So the next video you'll see from me will probably be Tuesday of next week. So I apologize for the delay in videos there. But we're going to be ending on a good note because this is going to be a good video, a lot of information for you. Grand finale of this hypertrophy experiment. So yeah, let me just, there was one more thing I wanted to tell y'all. Luke, stop. Quit eating your foot. I don't remember what it was though. So let's jump into my computer right now. Oh, by the way, I should get my blood work back in a couple days. So I'm gonna film all the family Christmas stuff. So the video on Tuesday is gonna be kind of like a family lifestyle type vlog. And then by then I'll have my blood work back. So the next vlog will probably be mostly dedicated to the blood work results that I get back from this last month. That said, let's jump into my computer. I won't see you until after Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll talk soon. What is going on, everybody? We are inside my computer, and we have the spreadsheet that Danny and I used to track this 3-month hypertrophy experiment in front of us here. I'm just going to kind of walk y'all through some of the data, some of the findings. So here we are. This first month is the protein month. We started on the 1st of October. Each month, each leg lasted for 4 weeks. So here we have... We're basically at a 500 calorie surplus all the way through. We have our calories, our baseline macros, our starting body fat percentages, and then we tracked our weight, our beta hydroxybutyrate blood glucose, our blood ketones, our blood glucose. This level reading is our breath ketones, so our acetone levels, and then we did that all the way through. And then we have this charted. I'm gonna put the link to this spreadsheet in the description of this video as well, so you can access it there if you're interested. But so here we have our baseline macros. Here we have our adjusted macros. So for the first month, I was at 222 fats, 235 protein, and 20 total carbs. And basically, I was at a 66% fat ratio. Danny was at a 67% fat ratio. Here's some of the trend lines. So my weight trended upwards. Danny's was kind of all over the place. My ketones, blood ketones went down. Danny's was kind of all over the place, spiking there a little bit towards the end. My glucose was kind of all over the place, spiking quite a few times throughout. Danny's rose throughout. Danny did not get his level device until later on that first month. So my breath ketones were going down, and he didn't have much of a baseline because, like I said, he didn't have his towards the end. So scrolling down to the high fat month, we have, and we talk a lot in detail about this in our podcast, which I published today too, so definitely check that out. But basically our general consensus of the high protein month was that it sucked. We both felt bloated, we both felt super lethargic and tired, and we both gained body fat, so we don't recommend that. The second month was our high fat ratio month. We're basically both at 82% fat here. My macros changed to 277 fat, 110 protein, 20 carbs. Danny's was 305, 135, and 10. And we again documented everything throughout. My weight dropped throughout, my ketones increased, my glucose, I don't know why it kind of got a little higher here towards the end, but all in all, it was going down. Looking at the numbers over here, my breath ketones were off the chart this month. Like, it was 503 at one point, which is just insane. Danny had pretty similar results throughout. We both lost weight. We both lost body fat percentage. We both felt better this month. Both of us had much more mental clarity and energy throughout this higher fat month. We just finished the final leg, which was a mix. So basically, we took those 500 calories and split them down the middle. 250 calories allocated towards fat, 250 allocated towards protein. We were both right around 74-75% fat ratio. These were my macros: 249 fat, 173 protein, and 20 carbs. Danny's was 277, 197, and 10. And we both had pretty similar results here too. We actually both, Danny's weight dropped off the end here for some strange reason, but both of our BHB was pretty regular throughout. Our glucose was pretty regular throughout. Kind of volatile, but it consistently volatile, if that makes sense. Both of our level devices kind of just went down the tubes. My sensor stopped working. My new sensor that I got in didn't work, so we didn't have very much in the way of breath ketone readings for this last month. But I actually increased in body weights and increased in body fat percentage. Danny decreased in body weight and increased in body fat percentage. Both he and I experienced a loss in lean muscle mass this last month here, so we're both kind of intrigued by that. This is kind of like our overall graph, which kind of hard to read because there's just so much data, but this is that 503 breath ketone reading that was just freaking astronomically high for some strange reason, and then it spiked again here too, but not near as much as this 500 reading. And that is pretty much it. I went through this pretty quickly, but definitely encourage you to listen to the podcast where he and I go over the results in detail. And I definitely encourage you, if you want to actually see these numbers without me scrolling through them so quickly, check out the link in the description. I'll post it there. But all in all, Danny and I both enjoyed probably the higher fat month overall. We both felt pretty good during this mixed month, but we were both pretty surprised at how much fat we gained and how much muscle we lost. Like, that just, it was kind of shocking to us. So I personally, going forward, am probably going to stick to somewhere in between these 2 months and incorporate around a 78 to 80% fat ratio. I think that's kind of my sweet spot. We can definitely both agree though that the higher protein ratio of 65% was definitely not 66%, definitely not optimal by any means. Both felt like crap. So yeah, that's basically this in a nutshell. Glad y'all stuck along for the journey. Appreciate the support along the way, and Merry Christmas to you. We'll talk soon, and I'm about to go train some arms right now, so I'll catch you later.